If you ask a shaman what it is to heat the hoocha, he says it means you consume the anger of the tornado as it approaches. What that is you're there and you begin to feel for the tornado better than it feels for itself by feeling its pain, and that's called eating the anger. And the physics of that is called embedding, and we can model it in mathematics, and it's called the golden mean ratio. So a clairvoyant would see bioplasmic streamers going from your belly, the shaman, into the tornado, and electrically what you're doing is you're embedding yourself in the tornado electrically. And so you have become electrically, by creating recursion, recursive turning inside out-ness, called consciousness. You embed yourself in the tornado electrically, and so then you have become the center of gravity of the tornado, and that's measurable. The psychology of that situation, which psychologically is described as compassion, is that the tornado falls in love with you, the shaman, and begins following you around like a pet puppy dog, right? Because you only fall in love with pure intention, and when you do, you give away your center of gravity. Yes? Because you want your center of gravity to be as central as possible. And so that mathematics of embedding is the physics of how a short wave gets on a longer wave. You're the short wave, and the galaxy is the longer wave. So in effect, since string theory and wormhole theory proves that physics is nothing else but wormholes, the skill to steer tornadoes is the only skill required to bend matter, you see? So here's how it works. This is from the movie Twister. Step 1, stalk the tornado. Now here's where we're going to use Martin's little gizmo here. We were going to stalk the little tornado in here. You got to visualize the props here. We didn't get it all together. Oh well. So step 1, you stalk the tornado. Step 2, in the movie Twister, you back a truck up to the tornado and you let the wireless telemetry balls be sucked in. Step 3, the computer models the angle of trajectory of the telemetry balls sucked into the tornado. Step 4. I hope there's a step 4. This could. Oh yes, here's step 4 is make a picture of the angle which allows a tornado to become self-feeding. It's a slip knot. It's called a tourbillon, a scroll work made of light. And that arc angle of that is called an element of spin, or an element of Phi's ray, a flame letter. Okay? So that angle of that spin path there becomes the map for something called the anu, which was the original subatomic particle, which in Moni Sadhu de Thoreau is called a tourbillon, a scroll work made of light. And what is that? Does that look familiar? That's called the anu. That is the shape clairvoyants see in the subatomic particle hydrogen, later justified in current physics in psi perception of quarks by Phillips. It's also the shape of the heart of the sun. It's also the shape of the human heart. 5 strings inside, 7 strings outside.